Good morning, viewers. Good day, viewers. Ken here. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're on Lone Oak Farm, designed by Bullet Bill, and has been brought to 19 with cooperation from Davey Boy. So so we're in the office here at the maintenance shed. And if you come out the door here, we're going to shut the door. And look what we got. Look what we've got. The new Rodeo, which the Effie 17. That's the one that I had in 17 all the time. And here she is in garlic, with the light bar on top of this time. We've got a bit of extra stuff you can put on it. Had wheel changes and that in 17. Oh, we've got a little bloody stone guard nut across the bull bar there. Protect your lights. With the good old FEA. Americans, Australians, everywhere around the world they know the Effie. I mean, sorry, Rodeo. But listen to this. Got a V8. It ain't got a 6 in it. Listen to that rumble. And I've noticed, because I just drove it from there to here, and take it for a spurt down the road, they've toned the speed down. In 17 I was continuously smashing this thing. So Oxygen David has put 100% of his tweaking into this to make everything better than what it was before, and equipped for 19. Not better than what it was before, because it was yeah, there's still the map to go to. This is my go-to American map. I was on 17. It's also on this. They had brought out some other ones, Pacific and that sort of thing, but some things you couldn't get into. Like I put a manure pit here. Sorry about that, guys. I've wrecked your map already. But yeah, I have to run manure. I haven't done anything of the pigs and that at the moment. I've just got maybe here at the pig farm. This is the pig farm. If you don't, oh, hang on, I might zoom out. This is the pig farm. So if you don't know anything about the map, or if you're watching it and you haven't got it on PC, or I'm playing on PlayStation or Xbox, then this is the map itself. As we drive around, I'll just have a quick squiz. I've only got half an hour today, so yeah, that silo there, I'd like to see a few more of those silos that you can actually put silage in. That would be great, a modder to bring that out. Hint, hint, guys. Because all the actual ones like how yeah, good. Smash it up, why don't you? I've got my cotton harvester in here, and I've got my trailer on that there. That's the trailer. If you didn't know this, guys, this is a thing we were just talking about yesterday. With a couple of other people I play with. These trailers here from Freegal, they can actually take the wool bales as well as take your very large square bales. Okay, so those people that are saying, oh, you haven't got an auto loader or whatever for the yes, it is an auto loader, for the big square bales, then that's the trailer you need to look at. Mainly I'm just going to have a look at the farm. I'm not going to race off down the road. Actually, I'll just have a look at this house down here. There was, in 17, this house just down the road here, which used to be the farmer who owned this pig farm and that. See, we've brought the pig farm. That's better. There's the story play, right? We brought the pig farm and these paddocks that the harvesters are in at the moment. The headers are in. Whoa, man, slow down. It's got maybe a little bit too much speed in it. When I play on my button box in it, I'll turn that. I'll put the cruise control and that on and turn it down a bit. I do have a steering wheel and button box, so it'll be coming in later on. Yeah, see, here's the chook farm that we had in 17. That looks like we can still use it. I'm not sure, but that's where it was on 17. And we will be playing on 17 with seasons, with this map and Oakville Farm. And Oakville Farm will be played on this one as well, with all the changes that Oxygen David has done there. There's not that many of them, but It's, yeah, well, the Spitfires, man, that's beautiful. Gotta love them Spitties. So one thing I hang out for as soon as I get on that map is watch those Spitfires fly over. Oh, yeah, she gets a little bit bumpy. So at the moment you can see we've got some what do I call it? Road cropping type thing. So I watch a lot of, or not a lot of YouTubers, but I watch a few YouTubers and I subscribe to them and that, and on Walker Farm and how farms work, and with Ryan and Walker Farm with Nick, of course, and then 10th Generation Farmer and Iowa Dairy Boy. So and on those farms they have strip farming, like where they have corn and for silage basically. So I've left a strip of grass for one run with the 18 metre, I think it is, Great Plain with the corn application on it. 24 metre is one that hasn't got the corn in it, worse luck. So we're doing an 18 strip with grass, and that's not my paddock, by the way. 18 strip with grass, and then we're doing a 3 run pass with in this case soybeans, which are ready to go, we're ready to harvest. Some of the paddocks, like I just put it back to normal, like big full plough, full plant, because and this one is straight ahead of us here, we're just like all the corn and that in there. So corn, silage, and then after this is done, I'm going to put some cotton in the runs. So I'm going to do like this one over here. I decided to do it, and then I did it wrong. You know what I mean? Like started it again. So this one's ready to go. That one's not. When you run the harvester down there, by the way, see how it's half done and half not? It will just take the half that's ready to harvest. It won't take the other lot, so it will keep growing. The whole point is the grass is growing all the time, so we can get in there, cut it, and make silage bales and that, or hay and straw, hay and that for the actual cows and that, because we do have cows on this map. 39, I've left the grass paddock because it ain't mine. More soy is here. That's a full soy paddock which was already there, but so I brought these extra paddocks and that so to make the farm. And this one here I've just planted actually I've got a couple of corn strips straight across the top here, and then I forgot to change it over, or did something else, so it went to barley the rest of the paddock. So no problem. At the moment I was supposed to be keeping an eye on this guy, because now he's done that whole full stretch of corn. Because corn's a dual crop. You can make it into, chop it and make it into silage, and put it in your pits and stuff, which I'm going to be putting in a couple more pits and that. Or you can sell it at BGA actually, so for silage. Or you can make silage bales, which you can also sell and store. You can only store 100 bales at a time, so having cattle on that, straws are a big thing. So with that barley crop, there will be some straw in it there, straw bales, and that's for bedding and that, same as the pigs. Yeah, I've got the harvesters over there cutting that paddock. This little paddock here is always a bit annoying. On 17 I've just got like the Massey Ferguson pack with their seeder and everything else. It's coming out for consoles and that soon. It's in testing and that at the moment for the 3000 series, the Massey Ferguson tractors, and the actual pack, from what I've seen and heard. So at the moment this is sort of like where it is, because it's a small paddock, so you need one of those standard, I think I actually brought one, did I? A standard seeder, old box seeder. That's what I use with the old Massey Ferguson one. I love that, because on 17 we could only get really Massey Fergusons as the top brand, like it is now with well, to me Massey Ferguson is the top brand. Sorry, John Deere's on this farm, but it's supposed to be a Case farm because it's a Case dealership. Well, yeah, so once he does that this last bit of corn, I might chuck him onto stripping if I can, depending on time. Yeah, see that they're going to reverse all the way down the road, aren't they? I'll leave them to it. They'll sort themselves out. So there's the corn coming along nicely. I'm liking that. We'll be chopping that. I've got to get all this stuff up soon. See, in seasons, you know, like straight away, if you've got seasons on, you've got welching and that sort of thing. I've got crop destruction off at the moment, I think. So on seasons, I had the full mod. I had the full terrain mod on 17. That is. Yeah, I had all the good stuff that you like for a farm. Bumpy tracks. You know, that's the thing about Oxen David's maps and stuff. He's got like West Coast and stuff like that. I'm sure it's West Coast he does. He's got all these little nooks and crannies and, you know, all these good hardcore. See, this is a hardcore farm. It doesn't need, nothing needs to be changed on this farm, and I'm glad they didn't. You know, they you know, this is the way the map was built. This is the way the map should be. Same as Oakville Farm. I'm glad they you know, stuck by the guns and kept that the way it was, and so you can't just rip everything out. Although, sorry Nick, I ripped everything out of your place. Hey man, it's your dad's place is still there and that, but you can't use any of the sheds, man. Same as this shed here. I don't know why this shed here was available. I store tractors. I store my Massey Fergusons in here actually on 17, but it's not available to open now. And I put the little mower in the back shed there. This is that service gates and that. I didn't even realise, because I didn't even use it as a dairy or anything on 17, but apparently the milking parlour's in here or something, isn't it? No, I'm mistaken. Okay, where is the milking parlour? Well, there was a Lately milking parlour around this way. Or was that 17? But anyway, I didn't buy the Aspilia Pacho or whatever it is, the South American map on 17. I didn't get that. I don't like DLCs and stuff, but I have bought several on this one because I wanted the Brahman cattle, and then they put them in this one anyway. But I didn't do it for 17 because that's the only reason why I would buy it, is the Brahman cattle. And on PC I've actually got that map as the Australian map, the Outback map, but I can't get it to work properly, so I'm doing something wrong. That's the only PC game I've got for Farming Simulator. It's the Australian map, and it's the Outback one, which is the same size as one of these maps, so I don't know why they don't. Please bring it out to here, because it'll be replacing one of these maps that I've got here. So this is the back paddock. I'm going to put some bees in that back here. It's a beautiful little cottage, by the way. This is the, oh, I went around the wrong way, of course, but that's a great little thing. It's got like, as far as I know, it's still got the kitchen and that in this one. A couple of little rooms, a little boathouse. You know, you can come down here and do some craw fishing, and you know, some big mouth bass. They're not in there, by the way, but shh. Imagine, as John Lennon said, imagine. So this is it. This is the cottage. I'll go for a run in here. I'm going to put some bees net around here. My Farm King, a guy I talk to and play with on some of the maps and that, he has just cleared out all the trees from here, and it's so different, I tell you. He's done his map a different way, and I just checked out his oh, there it is, still the same. You guys use a lot of chipboard and that over there, you know. Anyway, there's a loft. Chuck your bed net up there. This is like one of those small home things. This is empty, by the way. So I'm going to use it for my bee room, extracting and that sort of thing. So that'll be the pretend. This is going to be the bee room itself. I'm going to line the walls, all stainless steel benches and that, an extractor and that sort of thing. Hand extract is always best. Not much heat. I'll probably have a couple of heat lamps just to heat the room up. But that's it. That's how you do it. You cold extract. You don't boil it or anything like that. Oh, look at that. There's enough heat there to make that honey run. Look at that. She's still born. She's very economical, this one. The best pop belly you can have. You chuck your jug up there. Not that jug. That's a plastic jug. Yeah, put your little Dutch oven below it. Put some coals on. Hey, I'm an Australian. I'd chuck some coals on that plate there and put the Dutch oven down there and cook that way. Put some damper and then come out here on the veranda, make some nice cup of joe and sit down and enjoy the sunset and yeah, watch the bees go buzzing by. Oh man, she's got a bit of mould in it on it. Oh no, it's just leaf texture, just autumn. Listen to that truck rumble. Oh, that's even better than the first time around. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All I can say is thank you, man. I really wanted this truck. As soon as we got 19 and this was not available, I was going, Giants, really? Man, bring a Lizard, bring that truck out. Oh, I love that truck. I love FEs, by the way. Always have since I was about 12-year-old. I got a Weet-Bix card with an ambulance, F100 ambulance. In Australia, by the way. So yeah, I had it in my wallet all the time until I was about 21. Then I decided to take it out, started getting a bit faded and wrecked. Yep, she was a beast. Don't know why I'm driving around the outside of this paddock. Has it got a crop in it? I think it has got a crop. Oh no, it's just slurry. That's why it's all green on the map there. That's all the slurry I've laid ready to plough her up and plant her in. See, in Australia we harvest and then we run sheep, open sheep plans and that. That's why not on this one, but on sorry Nick, but on Welker Farm I put in a open sort of paddock for the cattle actually, not the sheep. But what I was talking about the other day, how they've got a sheepfold or something where you can place different sheep paddocks in paddocks, but we want a paddock like that, like the cow, with fence around it in the map so we can run sheep on it, like the Western Australian map on PC, where you got all the fences and that around, so you can like get a portable. There is a mod on, I've got it on PC but I've never applied it yet. It's actually a paddock thing, so the feed and everything's all in the middle of the paddock, and then they free range the rest of the paddock type of thing, and that's how I'd like to see it, like barbed wire fences like that around all the paddocks themselves with gates, and then you can place a portable water source and feed and that for your animals and that in there, and then truck them from your holding like this down to into your actual paddocks and stuff. Oh, I haven't got Brahmas in here yet. Must be the other map. Yeah, so this is going to have Brahman cattle in here. It's going to be a beef farm, not a. And those stockyards need to be like ones on 17, the Southern Cross ones. Anyway, and then on the, I got the Irish map, but I decided against that. I'm gonna Oakville Farm. I'm gonna have the black cattle that you have, which you call Angus, which are too small for Angus. If you look at the stagnant mods, they have their Angus cattle, the big square black cattle. Just saying. And those cattle are going to be Kerry cattle. They're going to be Irish Kerry cattle. They're a rare breed, so I'm going to be calling them that in my gameplay to get people more aware of the rare breeds that are are dying out because they're not suitable for either milk production or meat production, but they are a small compact cow and that, a bit like the lowline cattle, Dexter cattle, but you've got to preserve all those things. That's just my little rant on that. And the Berkshire pigs, I'm going to call them, Berkshire pigs. I don't know why they call them Berkshire. There's no A in it. But I'm going to be calling those Essex. I think they are. Jimmy's Farm. Essex, the rare breed on there, just to make people aware of that. And of course, I'm going to have my Australorp chickens. My grandfather developed that line anyway, and great grandfather. So. I'll have black Australorp chickens, and there's no black roosters or white roosters to go along with the leghorns and stuff like that. So yeah, just to tell you about that. A few old spots, which is we've already got in game. So old spot will be in a couple of days. Will be in there to represent that breed. The whites in there aren't really landrace. They are not quite a orchard pig because they haven't got a pushed in face, which is a very rare breed. They're ugly looking pig, but they're beautiful because they're pigs. Yeah. So anyway, that's my first play on this, or first look around on this map, and we'll have a look like the muck wagons stuck there, the plough stuck over there, and this guy here, the cedar, is trying to chuck a U-turn into a tree because they're really intelligent, these guys. No, they're pretty good actually. To compare them, the traffic on 17's a lot polite than 19 traffic is. They'll actually stop for tractors and that, where these ones just keep trying to drive straight through you. So I don't know, must be a different part of town or something. But yeah, so that's them. What have we got here? Yeah, there you go. Oh, you can go for it. Pink shirt day for yeah, cancer thing for last month. Yep, good on you, mate. I was going to do a whole thing back then with the pink tractors. Well, like John Deere probably wouldn't like all their tractors being pink. So, muck spreader, finished, obviously. So we won't do much with that. What I'll do is just go through the tractors. That one's got pretty close to that pond. I know the other day one drove straight into it. Not my cup of tea. On top of the tractor there, you'll see the GPS thing and that on it. I've just got on this tractor, but I don't know why. Because we don't have GPS on console. But they do have it on PC, which is all the course play and stuff like that is really cool. I'm too technical for me to work all that stuff out as yet. I need the kids to help me do that. I'm always yelling out to my kids to help me to do something. I'll just quickly chuck the T590, is it? The Track 590, I think it is. I'm not sure on all these tractors, by the way. But this is a deer farm, even though it's a case map. I just thought I'd support the whole John Deere thing since they jumped in and were 19 and that, and I would like to see some, you know, like 4440s, old rusty ones like PC's got. That would be cool. You know, like older tractors. Like that's what I'm saying. I can't wait for the Massey to come out. Some of their older brands, like they've been around for 101 years now. I've got on my American Truck Simulator, I've got their one of their trucks and trailers, but I don't play that on anything yet. We'll see some of that later on down the track. Yeah, so a lot of the old brands, you know, a lot of their plows and stuff like that, they need to bring out, especially for these big maps, they need to bring out their stuff, like their little corn wagons for a start. You know, those little wagonettes things that they use. See, I'm an Australian, so I don't use all your terminology. But yeah, the little wagons they use, that's what I said about the silo with so to be able to store it in there with the wagons. That's so cool on old farms when they do that. On all the PC, all the actual farms that I watch. I watch a lot of American stuff so I know a little bit about what I have to talk about it and the terminology and stuff for all these farms. Bit of research. Plus it's good to watch. I watch them hours and hours on there. I watch Sandy Brooks's sheep thing as well. Yeah, that's very good. I like that a lot. Whoop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Charlie Brown. See, if you've got a, we're just nearly going over, aren't we? So if you've got a worker on your machinery, and you do have crop destruction, they won't, when they chuck U-turns and that through crops and that, they don't destroy it. But you do, and anybody who comes onto your map to play, I have this map, which will be my multiplayer map. I've already discussed it with a few friends that I play with. They're all going to play it multiplayer. I'm trying not to use any mods at all, which is going to be hard because the whole friggin' baseline for everything on this whole game on 19 is mods. So, which I'm not complaining about because hey, mods are cool, man. We've been whinging about them for years, saying, oh, why can't we have the mods that PC's got? Now we're getting the ones that are compatible with the machine. Like these haven't got the power in it to put up with some of the programming and that, and the modelling itself. Like some of the modellings that these guys do is unbelievable. Like look at this, like little wires and that just there coming out the back of it, you know. Like, They're little intricate things like I was playing Red Dead Redemption this morning, and I said to some of the guys, "There's steam coming out from under the steam train, you know." And oh, that's what I was going to say. Load King, please, dudes, redo. Whoever did Load King trailers, can you do me a favour? Can you put a trailer coupling on the back? Because we run road trains in Australia. Like you got BW for the Wilsons, which is good. I put a 60 and a 36 right trailer. But if you put a coupling at the back of that beautiful Load King there, then you'll be able to see them running as road trains, because that's the capacity that we have in our trailers. But we just haven't got that coupling to put another dog in there, and a dolly, a Beagle dolly, and then chuck another one together. We got the B&M ones from 17. You know, they've just brought their big massive things out, but I would prefer to have Load Kings. That's just my personal preference. That's all. But yeah, I'd run them all the time on all my maps if I could get them. Trust me. Trust me, sucker. Oh, which way did it go? Wrong way. Got too excited talking about Load King. Right, so that's us today. Like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe and poke fun at me or whatever you want to do. But that's it. This is my first gameplay. There's heaps of other people out there putting out really good videos, and there's lots of good YouTubers out there with actual farms and that sort of thing, like some of the ones I've mentioned. So get out there, show support for everybody, and yeah, there's a tractor moving around over there. Looks like the plough. There you go. You just finished. So I'll finish up here and do some more and get it looking real good with these strip farming for next time we meet. So cheers, good on yous, hooroo, and yeah, catch you on the flip side, hooroo.